Have you ever wondered how millions of Ben & Jerry's ice cream tubs are made, and what exactly goes into getting that creamy, dreamy pint from the factory all the way to your freezer? It's actually a fascinating journey that combines high-quality ingredients, cutting-edge technology, and a big splash of creativity. Ben & Jerry's is not just any ice cream brand, it's a cultural icon, famous for bold flavors, chunky mix-ins, and a strong commitment to ethical sourcing and sustainability. So let's pull back the curtain and dive into how these delicious tubs are made, step by step, in a way that's easy to picture, like you're right there inside the factory. It all starts with the ingredients. Ben & Jerry's is very serious about quality, and that begins on the farm. The cream and milk that form the base of the ice cream are sourced from farms that meet strict animal welfare standards, meaning the cows are treated well and the environment is respected. This isn't just about taste, it's about integrity, making sure that every scoop supports sustainable farming and fair treatment of animals. And it doesn't stop there. The sugar and cocoa used in the recipes come from fair trade certified sources, which means farmers in developing countries get fair prices for their crops. This ethical approach is a core part of Ben & Jerry's identity and something they've proudly built their reputation on. So when you enjoy a spoonful of chocolate fudge brownie or cherry Garcia, you're also supporting a global network of farmers working under better conditions. Once all these fantastic ingredients arrive at the factory, the magic really begins. The first step is blending. Picture huge stainless steel tanks where cream, skim milk, and liquid sugar are poured in and mixed together until smooth and consistent. If the flavor calls for it, this is when cocoa powder or other base flavorings are added. The goal here is to create a perfectly balanced ice cream base. Not too sweet, not too rich, that will act as the canvas for all the exciting flavors to come. Mixing isn't just throwing things together, it's a carefully controlled process that ensures every pint will have that signature creamy texture and delightful taste you expect from Ben & Jerry's. You can imagine the tanks as giant mixing bowls, but way more high-tech and on a massive scale. But before the mixture can become ice cream, it has to be safe to eat, and that's where pasteurization comes in. This is a critical step in the process where the mixture is heated to a specific temperature to kill off any harmful bacteria or pathogens. Safety is top priority, and pasteurization ensures that the ice cream is not only delicious, but also perfectly safe for consumption. After pasteurization, the mixture undergoes homogenization. That might sound like a mouthful, but it's basically a process that breaks down fat molecules so they spread evenly throughout the ice cream. This step is essential for giving the ice cream that velvety, smooth mouthfeel that melts beautifully on your tongue. Without homogenization, the fat might separate and leave a grainy texture, not exactly what you want in a premium ice cream. After pasteurization and homogenization, the mixture doesn't immediately turn into ice cream. Instead, it goes into aging tanks where it rests for several hours. Think of this like letting a fine wine sit and develop its flavors before drinking. Aging the ice cream base helps the fats crystallize properly and allows the flavors to mature and blend together perfectly. This resting period also improves the whipping quality of the mix, which will make the final ice cream lighter and creamier when air is introduced later. It's a patient step, but a vital one because it sets the stage for the final product's flavor depth and texture. So the factory team waits while the ice cream base chills and harmonizes into something truly special. Imagine a giant corkscrew made just for ice cream, with tubs slowly traveling downward while being blasted with icy cold air. This process takes about 3 hours, during which the ice cream transitions from a soft serve state to a hard, scoopable consistency around -10 degrees Fahrenheit. The gradual and even freezing is essential. It prevents large ice crystals from forming, which would ruin the smooth, creamy texture. This technology is one of the secret weapons behind Ben & Jerry's famously rich and velvety ice cream. Once fully hardened, the pints don't just sit loose waiting for shipment. Instead, they're grouped into sleeves, bundles of 8 pints wrapped tightly in shrink wrap to keep them secure during transport. This packaging step is automated and streamlined to maximize efficiency while minimizing damage. After being sleeved, these bundles are stacked onto pallets, ready to be moved into storage or loaded onto trucks for distribution. This system allows the factory to handle millions of pints every week without a hitch, ensuring that no matter where you live, your favorite flavor arrives intact and perfectly frozen. Speaking of storage, these pallets are stored in massive cold warehouses, kept at around -20 degrees Fahrenheit. These ultra-cold warehouses are the final checkpoint before the ice cream is shipped out to retailers. Maintaining the right temperature here is critical because it keeps the ice cream's texture and flavor locked in, so it tastes just as amazing when you buy it as the day it was made. It's like a giant freezer warehouse, humming quietly and packed with millions of pints waiting to be scooped into bowls and cones across the world. Throughout the entire process, quality control is a huge part of Ben & Jerry's production philosophy. Samples from every batch are taken to the lab and tested for taste, texture, and consistency. The company wants to make sure every pint meets their exacting standards and delivers that same indulgent experience you expect. This means even tiny details like how the ice cream melts on your tongue or how well the mix-ins hold up are closely monitored. Quality assurance is like the guardian of deliciousness, standing watch so that only the best tubs make it to shelves. On top of all this deliciousness and quality, Ben & Jerry's is making strides in sustainability, especially when it comes to packaging. They've recently switched from plastic-lined containers to paperboard cartons coated with plant-based polyethylene. This change significantly reduces their plastic usage by about 88,000 pounds per year. Not only does this help the environment, but it also makes the tubs easier to recycle. Plus, in their scoop shops, they've removed plastic straws and spoons, switching to compostable alternatives. It's all part of a bigger effort to reduce their environmental footprint while still delivering the creamy treats we all love. So every pint you enjoy is also a step toward a more sustainable future. Finally, once all these steps are complete, the ice cream is loaded into refrigerated trucks for delivery. These trucks are specially equipped to keep the product frozen at the right temperature, sometimes traveling long distances to get Ben & Jerry's into supermarkets, convenience stores, and scoop shops worldwide. The transportation phase is just as crucial as any other because any temperature fluctuation could compromise the ice cream's quality. Thanks to careful temperature control and efficient logistics, you can pick up a pint at your local store that tastes like it just came fresh from the factory. So next time you crack open a pint of Ben & Jerry's, take a moment to appreciate all the care, technology, and passion that went into making it. From ethical farms and meticulous blending to innovative freezing and sustainable packaging, it's a journey full of dedication to quality and responsibility. Every bite you enjoy is backed by millions of tubs rolling through that factory every day, all designed to deliver the perfect creamy, chunky, unforgettable ice cream experience. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more behind-the-scenes stories just like this.